People, the auxiliary nurse when give Mohbad injection don't give details of what happened for the Coronal inquest. Make una hear wetin the auxiliary nurse talk.
On the 11th of September 2023, I was at Coronal to process my admission. As I was on my way back, I saw Speeding's missed call and I called him back. Then he told me I should come and treat his friend in the house who had a cut. I told him I was just coming back from Coronal. I later missed his calls because I couldn't pick up. As I got to CMS, a call came in from DJ Bami. Introduced himself that he was from Spending. I couldn't go to the house that day. I got there the next day at about 2:30 p.m. I met a guy in the sitting room carrying Liam, and DJ Bami led me upstairs. On getting to the room Mohbad was, I saw some water on the floor, which DJ Bami mopped. When we moved Mohbad from the room he was sitting, he was to another room. It was only the four of us that were upstairs, me, Mohbad, DJ Bami, and Wumi. As I was giving the first injection, Mohbad asked me the type of injection I wanted to give him, and I told him tetanus injection, paracetamol injection, and antibiotics. I first gave him tetanus and paracetamol injection. After I gave him the paracetamol injection, Wumi said he had ulcer. When I gave him the third injection, he started reacting and saying he wanted to throw up. DJ Bami and Wumi led him to the bedroom where he threw up. After throwing up, he sat down on the floor and was very weak. Then goosebumps appeared on his body. Wumi told me that is how he used to react to injection. Then I told her, you should have told me this before. She then said that if they pour water on his head, he will calm down. Wumi then poured water on him. When I saw the goosebumps, DJ Bami and I quickly went down to rush to the pharmacy so we could get an antidote. What antidote? We got to the first pharmacy, but they didn't have what we wanted. We then went to another pharmacy. They called DJ Bami from the house that Mohbad was convulsing, and I told them to rush him to the hospital. When DJ Bami and I got to the house, we saw that they were carrying Mohbad out of the house. They carried him like a baby and rushed him to the neighbor's car. Wumi and I sat in the front while some guys were with him at the back. I don't know those guys. As we were going, we met a terrible traffic that was not moving at all, so we had to transfer him to a bike. I was begging all the drivers in the traffic to give us space so the bike could move Mohbad. A guy was with Mohbad in the bike. As the bike was moving, DJ Bami and I followed the bike to the hospital. The hospital was not far from where we were. When we got to the hospital, the doctor asked me if I gave him a diclofenac, and I said no. I told him the injections I gave him. He then said Mohbad had passed away. They issued a death certificate and gave it to DJ Bami. I never set my eyes on Adura throughout the time I was in the house. It was when we got to the hospital that Adura came to meet us. We went to the second hospital, who also confirmed to us that Mohbad had died. It was Darusha that took us there. The doctor asked me what I gave him and I explained. She